going to be exciting. It's going to blow some people's mind because we have a very special guest today, and I'm proud to have her on the show. And let me give you a little bit about her background. Today on our show, our very special guest is Tanaath. Now, Tanaath is a human incarnated member of the Silver Legion who is authorized to speak on their behalf of the Silver Legion to other living in this 3D reality. She lives life more or less like a normal human being for the most part. Chances are if you met her on the street, you wouldn't notice anything different about her, and she'd probably just give you a sunny smile. Now, Tanaath regained her memories in an event when she was about 16 years of age, and I guess she started to remember in increments several things that she had experienced. And she spent the next several years going through what amounted to be a second adolescence as she had re-experienced and relived a great deal of her own spiritual history via memories and knowing. As far as her involvement in the Silver Legion is concerned, she's been there since the beginning. She was one of the founding members, and the Silver Legion is something that we're going to be talking about today, and she's going to introduce that to you. So I'm going to let her do that in a second, but I want to give you a little bit more about her background. Her role in the Legion includes overseeing maintenance of our realm, some teachings and diplomatic duties with other organizations and species, including Earth humans. Tanaath is also a light worker who provides or teaches techniques on working with energy. You can find a very special interview that she did with Tolek of the Andromeda Council up on YouTube, which specifically talks about the Silver Legion's role in the mission to take out the reptilian bases here on Earth. She created and maintains a website called silverlegion.org, which chronicles the work of the Silver Legion. And I want to especially thank Tanaath for coming on the show today. But more so than that, I would like to say thank you to her and the Silver Legion for loving and caring enough about us, their brethren here on Earth, that they would risk their lives to save us. A legion of spirit beings, disincarnated humans, light warriors, and species are all laying their lives on the line for humans that don't even know that they exist. How special are you that they would do this? How special are they that they love us enough to fight for people who deny or don't know that they exist? How special is Tanaath that she would risk ridicule to bring forth this special knowledge today? So as we go forward in the show, let's open our hearts, let's open our minds, and let's enjoy the ride. Because you're in for one hell of a ride today. Tanaath, welcome to the Talk with Vince show.
Thank you, Vince.
Silver Legion. What is the Silver Legion?
Well, the Silver Legion is a non-physical, spirit realm-based organization of light warriors dedicated to the defense of sovereignty throughout the universe and also throughout the multiverse. We do actions within other universes attached to this multiverse as well. As I said, we are spirit realm based. That means that we are not physical, and we have varying degrees of difficulty in interacting directly with the physical realm, but we do not have difficulty interacting with extra dimensionals, such as the fourth and fifth dimension, as they're often termed.
Okay.
So we're military organization. We're warriors. This doesn't mean that we are aggressive. Rather, we are generally involved in peacekeeping and defense as opposed to offensive measures.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tanaath, recently the Silver Legion was involved in a war where they provided help to the Andromeda Council. First, I want you to talk about is I want you to describe a reptilian before we get into
reptilian.
The war. Yes.
No, there are several different versions of reptilian. I'm going to talk. Sorry?
I was going to ask you if you would talk about the Zetas. Zeta Reticuli?
The Zeta Reticuli. I have not had too much interaction directly with the Zeta Reticuli.
Okay, well then go ahead and talk. Let me back off, and you talk about, because there's 7 species of reptilian that I'm aware of. So.
Yes, and we have interaction with 2, and combat interaction with 1, the Draco.
The Draco, right.
Yes, and I'll tell you what I've experienced them as looking at. As they look like they're bipedal. They stand on 2 feet. Their feet are clawed. Their hands are clawed. And they have opposable thumbs. They have pebbly skin of multiple colors. That is slightly, they're more earth-toned compared to the Hydra, who are very, very colorful. They're heavily muscled. They don't have external ears. They have reptilian eyes, generally gold, green, other colors like that.
Don't they take human form?
Sometimes horns. I hear that they can. I haven't seen it personally, so I can't confirm this.
You can see it through their eyes, I understand. East Indian people have a belief of that.
Yeah, they say the eyes tell the truth of the soul, and I believe that's what they're talking about when they say it. You can tell.
Especially the Draco. Especially the Draco.
Yes, especially the Draco. The Hydra are better at mimicking humans than the Draco are. The Draco are huge. They're about if you were to stand beside them, they would dwarf most basketball players. Heavily muscled, heavy creatures. They have tails, thick, muscular tails. They are the combat cast of the Reptilians' systems, and they are also the ones that go out in the ships, blow things up, attack, attack and conquer, things like that. The Hydra are the other group that we have interaction with, and they're more involved in manipulation, trickery, and getting people to do what they want.
Now, did the Reptilians create the Greys?
I don't believe they created them. What I understand is that they enslaved them and modified them.
They brought them here just like slaves were brought over from Africa, is from my understanding. Like the Nitaru? Nituri? I'm trying to say it. Nitachuri?
So they pretty much enslaved and modified them.
Nitahuri, I'm sorry, that was it.
And we don't typically. We sometimes go up against Greys because they do interact with humans in the spirit realm as well. We will dissuade them and block them, but we won't hurt them because we see them as just as much victims of reptilian manipulation as humans can be and have been in the past.
Now, let me ask you, what kind of manipulation has the Reptilians been involved with here on Earth, and how has that affected our lives?
To the best of my knowledge, they have been interacting and manipulating with us at a spiritual level, at a genetic level. They've modified certain bloodlines. Some of them have been physically present on this planet in a 3-dimensional body, which they then use to interfere with humans physically. They have also been involved in our politics and governance systems, not always directly, but via possession and via their own bloodlines that they've tampered with.
How do you feel about the mutilations? Human, not cattle.
I'm very much against it. It leaves me rather angry and
because that would be reptilian.
Yes, that's definitely not us.
And they do.
I get extremely angry at things like that. It provokes a lot of rage in me to hear when they've violated sovereignty and personal sanctity to that extent.
Yeah, because there are several reptilian races out there that do. We are the low man on the totem pole. We are the bottom of the food chain.
Well, they see us as cattle.
Pardon me?
They see us as cattle and possessions.
Cattle, correct. And I've actually seen